It's the Flow Friday Sports Show on Flow FM, and we're concluding our South Australian netball coverage in the state's southeast with the KNT Netball Association, and our correspondent Sally Bywater is on the line with me to tell us all about this weekend's games. How's it going, Sally? Good to speak to you again.
I'm very well, thank you. Great to be back.
Excellent stuff. Well, no games last weekend. How did you enjoy the weekend off? Not too many weekends off for those involved in sport.
No, it was really quite good. So, yeah, obviously a few of us got to have that weekend off and spend some time at home or on holidays or whatever, so it was great.
And for some lucky few, they probably found some other sporting event to drive their kids to or to go and attend. But
that's exactly right.
No, great to get a weekend off, that's for sure. So the extended break leading into round 12 this weekend. And it's actually kicking off tonight, Sally, very, very soon. In fact, Naracoorte hosting a Friday night game against Kybybolite. Really important game for both of these teams. We've spoken about Kybybolite maybe being a little bit out of touch now with that top group. Naracoorte certainly need to win this one to stay in touch as well. It's a huge clash for both clubs.
Absolutely, and it'll be a fantastic one to start off our round tonight, so that will be fantastic. So, and again, these clubs always have some great games. When they met in round 3, it was only 5 goals of difference, which went Kyby's way in that game. So they had the home court advantage and they got the win. So I think the tables will turn this week. I think Naracoorte will have a great game, come out firing and knowing what this game means to them and where they're sitting on the ladder. So, and they've probably had a few losses in the last few weeks that they probably weren't hoping to get. But, yeah, I think a great game here between these two clubs. Hopefully the weather holds off a bit and it's not too bad to be out there playing tonight. So Naracoorte in a close one for this one.
All right, Friday night lights at Naracoorte. That's going to be fantastic. And just noticing on the ladder, Sally, obviously Padthaway dropped out mid-season. As a result, we've got 7 teams who have played 11 games, and then Naracoorte and Kingston have got one less game. How does that work out with the ladder positioning at the end of the year for those clubs that have played one less?
Yep, so at the end of the season, depending on how many match ratio will come into it, so it'll come down to the percentage of games you win of what you've played. So, you know, if you play one less game, you might be able to finish above someone else that's played that extra game or vice versa. So, yeah, again, win these games and it'll help you at the end of the season.
All right, so Naracoorte having that extra game in hand, they might not need to necessarily catch Lucindale Border Districts above them on wins. They might still be able to sneak in on that match rating. So thanks for updating us on that, or refreshing our memory, I should say. We'll keep an eye on the ladder as the season goes on. But great to start the round on Friday night. And we've also got an early game tomorrow to kick off Saturday's action. It's Kingston hosting Keith.
Yeah, so this will be another great game. You're obviously playing a bit earlier than expected, so they also can enjoy their ladies' day. But, yeah, I think this will be a great game. I think Keith will get the win. They've been playing some great netball this season, and obviously only that one loss and a draw against Borders the other week. So I think Keith will have a good win. It'll be a great game, and let's hopefully Keith can put together great 4 quarters to make it competitive.
And are you getting along to celebrate Ladies' Day?
No, I'm missing out on this one. So, yeah, I could have had 2 here to choose from, which would have been fantastic.
Oh, that's a shame, but no doubt all the ladies who do so much for the league, whether it's volunteering, doing things behind the scenes, or just driving people around as mums involved in community sport, love to do. It'll be great to honour all the ladies that do so much for the league. Our next game is Lucindale hosting Border Districts, and I just touched on that they're sitting right next to each other on the table. Border Districts in 4th, Lucindale in 5th. Not much separating them. In fact, Border Districts are only ahead by a draw, so 1 point on the table. Very, very close between these two games. Lucindale home game. Who do you think wins this one?
Again, I'm picking this off my match of the round. When they met in round 3, it was only 2 goals of difference, which was Border Districts' way. So I know both teams have been fighting some injuries, some illness, people away. So let's hope they have full contingent on the court this week, and we'll really see a great game. Obviously close on the ladder, which will come down to at the end of the season. So I think it'll be a fantastic game. I'm probably Lucindale at home. I might just lean towards, but it wouldn't surprise me if Border Districts win. So no matter which way the outcome is, it'll be a great game.
All right, always good when 2 teams right next to each other on the ladder play and have the opportunity to shift some things around. That's going to be the match of the round, certainly. Last game of the round, Penola on the bye, so it's Mundalla hosting Bordertown, and I would expect that this one probably won't be as close.
No, I don't think it will be. Obviously, it's first playing ninth, which, again, ladder position doesn't mean much in the scheme of things when 2 clubs come up against each other. And we've spoken about Mundalla week after week, obviously undefeated, having a great season, great percentage, lots of goals scored every week. I think that'll happen again this week. Bordertown again is a club that is struggling with some injuries and illnesses, so I think they might not go in full as expected. So Mundalla will get a nice win here, but let's hope Bordertown are competitive in this one as well.
Mundalla still undefeated on the season, and they're just looking unstoppable at the moment, so it is a very big task for Bordertown if they're going to try and slow them down. We'll see how that one plays out. Since we've got a couple of minutes, Sally, we might just run through the ladder in the A reserves as well and check in on how that comp is going. Penola, one of the powerhouse teams in the A grade, obviously the reigning premiers, and 10-0 and undefeated in the A reserves as well. They're going along very well as a club.
They are. Fantastic effort by Penola this season, and great depth from their club to have two teams in their top two grades in the top three. So, again, undefeated. They will be up there at the end of the season and will keep going, and I think they'll have a great game this week and get a nice win against Padthaway.
And it's a really interesting outlook on the A Reserves ladder. You've got four clubs. If you just look at the percentage, it's a four-horse race. But if you look at the win-loss records of each club, it's actually a lot closer. So you've got Penola undefeated on top, Naracoorte at 8-2, Mundalla 7-3, Keith at 6-4, all separated by one game each, and all with percentages north of 129. But then Bordertown at 6-4 only have a percentage of 107, but they're clearly right on the heels of that top pack with an equal win-loss record to Keith, who are in fourth.
Yeah, absolutely. Between those four clubs, there's not much in it, and superior percentages there by Naracoorte, Mundalla and Keith, and Bordertown just a bit behind. I think this will be our top five at the end of the season, so there'll be some juggling, there'll be people playing each other, so they'll really know where they stand. And I just think, a great ladder and so much closeness, which is fantastic to see.
Good to see Bordertown going well in the A reserves. Well, their A-grade team is struggling a little bit, so they've certainly got some depth there, and that's a good sign for their future. Kybybolite are next. They're 2 games behind Bordertown, 23% behind as well, so there's definitely a drop-off, and that top 5 does look set in stone. Yep. Then we've got Kybybolite, Lucindale, Border Districts and Padthaway. Fantastic. And,
let's hope they have some wins in the second half of the season and really shake up that top 5 and make them get a bit accountable. So, I'm really looking forward to this ladder and seeing what we see at the end of the season.
All right, good stuff going on in the A Reserves comp and all over the KNT Netball Association. Sally, enjoy the action this weekend. Good luck to everyone who's playing, and to those attending Ladies' Day and enjoying the festivities at those, do enjoy that as well. Thanks, Sally. We'll chat to you next Friday.
Sounds great. Thank you.